what's the first thing that people will come back and say? You know, we're exercising our freedom of religion. You know, Islam birth. I mean, there's documented proof of Islam birth. There's a big problem in the Northern Virginia corridor where, you know, Alawi was operating out of. Even in my home state of Georgia, there are two of these training camps. And so I think there's a recalcitrance at the senior levels of leadership in this country to deal with it. You know, when all of a sudden combat operations are redefined as overseas contingency operations, when all of a sudden terrorist acts are now called man-caused disasters, when all of a sudden you have the Attorney General of the United States of America, who was in charge of, you know, protecting the American people, and he can't even say the words radical Islamism or jihadism. When you look at our national security strategy, ladies and gentlemen, there are more mentions about global warming in the national security strategy than there is about radical Islamism. So, you know, there's a very simple thing. The reality of your enemy will eventually become your own. And the longer that we try to push this thing off, we're just setting ourselves up for a cataclysmic event. And, you know, Peter King, Representative Peter King of New York, who is now the chairman of the Homeland Security Committee, I mean, he's going to have these, you know, investigations on domestic homegrown terrorism, things of that nature. Well, he had all these lists of individuals that he wanted to, you know, have interviewed. And some very good people that understand this mindset. Stephen Coughlin, Steve Emerson, Robert Spencer. And guess what? Certain groups put pressure on him. And, you know, this person's not going to testify. And that person's not going to testify. And I'm sure you guys have seen the little video which happened in Pompano Beach a couple of nights ago. And I got to tell you, I ain't backing down. No, I'm just not. But you do have, at the highest levels of leadership in this country, people that aren't willing to stand up and face this issue. And as I said, we can ill afford to have a repeat of a Sir Neville Chamberlain moment in the United States. We cannot. I'm speaking facts. Right. And so, you know, the thing, everyone always asks me, you know, what's the one thing that has really disturbed you in your time that you've been up in Washington, D.C.? And I tell them this very simple thing. Truth is subjective when you cross the Potomac. That's a scary premise. You know, no, I'm not, you know, because you talk about securing your borders, which is one of the basic things about a republic. If you don't secure your border, how can you be a republic? Go back and look at history. Rome didn't secure its northern border. You know, you saw what happened. It's illegal immigration. It's not that you're against immigration. You're not against a certain group of people. You know, there's all kinds of people that are coming to the United States of America. Go to the United States Border Patrol website and look up a category called OTMs. And back 2 to 3 years ago, I was talking about this thing called OTM. And even Joyce said, what the hell are you talking about, OTMs? What does that mean? It means other than Mexicans. And these are all the people that are coming into the United States, Somalia, Middle East, and we're losing track of it. I mean, you know, you've got an Eastern European illegal immigration problem down in Miami-Dade, which affects local criminality. This thing affects your health care, affects your education, affects your economy, it affects your national security. See, when people get to the point where they're calling you names, you got them. Okay? And just, you know, just bear down, but you got them. And when people call you an Islamophobe, or thisophobe, or thatophobe, just, you know, break it down like this. Tell them, you know, that the word comes from the Greek root word of phobos, which means that you have a fear of the unknown. I don't have a fear of the unknown. If I know who a person is, or I know what the situation is, and I'm talking about viable solutions, that's not a fear. That's really me recognizing the problem. Don't allow people, you know, this building, you know, you're racist. How many times do we hear people call Tea Party, what, you're a racist? I mean, they were calling the Tea Party folks racist when I was at the rallies. It has nothing to do with racism. But that is a means by which people try to get you, you know, within your own skin to be uncomfortable. Because nobody wants to be called racist. But let me tell you what you got to do. You got to fight through that. Because if you allow them to say that and shut you down, then it's over. Who was the keynote speaker at CPAC this year? You. Last time I checked, they had a permanent tank. That's the power of who who we are. That's the power of the American cause. The American cause, this ideal, this spirit, is for everyone.